everybody, and welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance review. Excited about this review. Been really searching for this scent for a long time. It's been recommended to me over the years, and it's just one of those situations where it is not available in the US, but I finally found a site that'll ship it over here. And again, the shipping was a little more than the fragrance, which is why I bought two of them, because the shipping was the same either way. And we're talking about the 1976 Aromatic Fougere from initially the House of Eden Classic Fragrances, or the manufacturer, but this is Mandate Eau de Toilette for men. So what we'll do, as usual in all of my individual fragrance reviews, is break down the fragrance into 5 parts. First, taking a look at the box and the bottle presentation, talk about its notes after that, tell you which ones I can pick up on. Then I'll go over the performance based on my experience actually wearing the fragrance and how long I thought it lasted. And then I'll give my overall thoughts, and then of course my overall rating. And as usual, guys, if it is your first time here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'm watching it grow, and I can't thank you all enough for all the support. I really appreciate it, and I really mean that as well. Check out my Instagram page for news and updates on the channel, photos of fragrances from my collection, stories where I post my scent of the day and when the next video is going to drop. And then also, as I've been mentioning and will continue to mention, I have a Mercari page where I list and sell fragrances right out of my collection that I've either reviewed already or just don't find myself wearing, and I'd rather somebody else enjoy them. So the link to that is below if it's in your means to do so and you want to go ahead and purchase them directly. Again, they come from me. There are no other middleman between them, myself and you, obviously. And also, if you're interested in getting one of the Fitness Roman Emperor themed shirts from Aurelius Apparel, they're really, really cool. The link and the code is in the description. And same thing with the Masudo, the button-down shirts with the patterns under the cuff or on the actual shirt itself. 40% off the retail pricing. Link is in the description. But anyway, guys, let's jump into this review and take a look at Mandate Eau de Toilette. Okay, let's start things off with the presentation. Let's take a look at the box first. So, pretty cool looking box, actually. You know, it sort of looks like a almost, you know, amber or golden granite or maybe mahogany wood, but you've got the influx of the gold underneath that wooden, you know, that texture look that it has. Mandate written on the side here in gold, size and concentration. It's an Eau de Toilette 100 ml bottle. And then of course, this is made in the UK too, which is nice. And it also affirms that on here. And then again, on the back, you have some brand information as well. So I know I said Eden Classic, but it looks like it is now manufactured by 3 Pears. It says it right there. So a lot of these inexpensive, and again, this is a drugstore level fragrance, they have all these blurbs on the back, which I find really funny. So Mandate Eau de Toilette is a masculine fragrance that combines the freshness of citrus with the warmth of woods and spices. Mandate features notes of, then it goes actually into the notes, but it doesn't have all the ones that are listed on Fragrantica, so I'll get into that in a second. But interesting box, you can see there, bottom, open it up, Mandate on the top there, and they do in fact have a French wrapper. The bottle, kind of a goofy looking bottle. Like, why does it just this like one shape? I don't know. But again, it's an inexpensive scent. At least it has, you know, Mandate there. Really golden juice. Not much really going on there. There's the sticker. Let you guys look at that for a moment. And then the cap, you can hold it by that. It's a metal cap. Actually, no, that's plastic. What am I saying? But it looks like, you know, reflective shiny gold. And there it is, gold atomizer. And we'll have actual spray here because I got the dry down over here. Pretty good distribution for an inexpensive scent. So simple presentation. I like the box more than I do the bottle, but simple presentation for Mandate. Okay, so the notes for Mandate Eau de Toilette. So in the top, you have lavender, rosemary, bergamot, and clary sage. Typical of an aromatic fougere, right? In the middle, you have clove, geranium, pine, and cinnamon. And then in the base of the fragrance, this is where they have the most notes, there is oak moss, musk, tonka bean, amber, and Virginia cedar. So in this fragrance, I think the top notes are all very, very easy to detect because there is a burst of citrus, and then there's the green herbal notes. So I noticed those things. The spices are there, the cinnamon and the clove, and then of course the muskiness and the oak moss. However, I do believe that in the very dry down, you get a hint of amber too, or what I believe is to be amber. So those are the notes I can pick up, and you know, not a ton of notes for a 70s fragrance. A lot of times there were a lot more, but it's still a decent amount. All right, so the performance, based on my experience wearing Mandate Eau de Toilette, pretty good. Again, really inexpensive scent, so I'm always trying to compare how much did it cost versus all the other things as a part of my review. So on skin, in the 6 hour range, 6, 7 maybe, it does last a long time for what it is, again, price range. Probably if I'm converting it to US dollars, around $10 a bottle, maybe 12, something like that. Shipping is just a product, something I have to face because it's not available here in the United States, but lasts a lot longer on clothes, as all the fragrances are going to do. That's always going to be a factor, but I'm trying to review it performance based on just my skin. After that 6, 7 hour range, it does become a skin scent, but it does last too on your skin. It's just not going to be a projecting scent, but I do notice like what I would consider a scent cloud when I spray it on, especially in the first like 3 hours too. So really good performance based on the price for this scent. Okay, it's time for my overall thoughts on Mandate by 3 Pears, but initially Eden Classic, again, the Eau de Toilette too. So let's get that opening on this hand again. Guys, it's classic, it's familiar, but it's awesome. And it really is in the Paco Rabanne Pour Homme family line. I don't know, a few months back, I made a video of the Paco Rabanne family line, and I didn't own this scent, and I had never tried it before, but I would have definitely included it. So it reminds me, it's a 70 scent, same with Paco Rabanne, same with the Azzaro Pour Homme, same with Bogart Signature. So if you take something like, say, a Brutal, a Patrick of Ireland, Bogart Signature, and then this, and then Paco Rabanne. So it sits in between Patrick and Bogart Signature in terms of its relationship to Paco Rabanne. And the way it opens, that lavender and citrus blast, and then a wave of herbal green notes like the clary sage and the rosemary. You can detect that. That's where it really reminds me of Paco the most. And then when it dries down, it's a soapy, masculine green. There's a heavy greenness to it, but there's hints of the cinnamon and the amber. And I would say more so cinnamon, at least I think, because there's a hint of that cinnamon or an amber. Maybe it's a combination of both that gives it a little bit of sweetness, but not to the point where I'm like, oh, this is a sweet scent in the end. It's not. It's extremely masculine, very 70s, very fougere, barbershoppy, but it's clean, fresh at the same time while maintaining that soap. It's the soapiness of it too, very soapy scent. So if you're a fan of that type of style, you love this, especially for the cost. If you're not, this may come off as stuffy. On Fragrantica, Worth Pour Homme was the scent that I noticed was the #1, this reminds me of scent. And I've had that. That's very stuffy. This is way smoother and way easier to wear than Worth Pour Homme. Paco Rabanne was on there, but I think it does remind me of Paco Brutal a little bit as well too. And of course the Patrick of Ireland scent too. So, if you like that type of fougere, you're gonna absolutely love this. You could wear this as a daily scent, signature scent. It's office safe, it's mature. It's a serious fragrance. It's a masculine, it's a men's scent. There's nothing unisex about this at all. And I love it. And for the price, like if you think the quality of this, it's a very high quality scent, especially for the price. If you took like a niche brand, right, and they just completely took the same formula, put it in a more expensive bottle and sold it for way more, people would go ballistic over this stuff. Maybe they changed the name to like Mandate, from Mandate to like even more British sounding name like Edict Aristocrat Eau de Toilette or something like that. But and many of these inexpensive drugstore scents that I've been praising that I like, I think you switch up the manufacturer a little bit, not change the formula or the fragrance, but you just give it a higher end presentation and charge a lot more, people would be like, this is so great. But this is why I started doing reviews, was for scents like this, inexpensive stuff that I find really appealing. So seasons wise, if I want to get into it, fall, winter, spring. Summertime might be a little bit much for that. And again, definitely going to be on the mature side, but it's such a good bang for your buck. I really enjoy this one. Okay, guys, time for my overall ratings for Mandate Eau de Toilette. The presentation, I really like the box. I wish the bottle, I don't know, give me a built-in sprayer, right? Put the atomizer right there. I would like it a lot more. So I'm gonna ding it a few points, gonna give it a 6 out of 10 for the presentation. As far as the performance goes, I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10, which is good considering the price. Again, very good considering the price. And the scent, I am very pleased with it. I love it. Yes, it's similar to things I have, but there's differences in there. Again, I've never had a fougere that has hints of cinnamon or amber combination, but again, I'm gonna go more so with the cinnamon because that's what I detected in the dry down. That made me think like, wow, they really did that well. And it's a great addition as opposed to something that ruins it or something like that too. So 8.5 out of 10 for the scent, which is going to bring the overall rating from me for Mandate Eau de Toilette to a 7 out of 10. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for me. That is my review of Mandate Eau de Toilette for men, made in England. Guys, I want to know from you, have you ever tried this one, especially my viewers and subscribers from overseas? What do you think? Do you agree with me? There is body line products. There's an aftershave and a body spray, but nobody had the gift sets. It was only the individual eau de toilette, but oh well, not that big of a deal as much as I like that type of thing. But let me know in the comment section, what are your thoughts on Mandate? Do you like this one or do you find it too redundant? I always appreciate all of the interaction. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Check out the Instagram page. I'll definitely be posting a picture of this soon. And check out the Mercari page too. If you see anything on there that you'd like to purchase, go ahead and make an offer. The link to that is in the description. And for the t-shirts from Aurelius Apparel, the link and code is in there too. And the button downs for Masudo, again, 40% off the retail pricing. The link is there. Discount is automatically applied. Guys, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care.